is, if you can't mind your words at the age of 84, then it is time for you to retire. Because Mr. Kharge is a repeat offender. Can we just put that graphic out of Mr. Kharge being a repeat offender, calling the Prime Minister a poisonous snake, calling the BJP a party of terrorists, calling the Prime Minister Ravan, etc., etc. The point is, this is deliberate provocation, because you will say it and you will get headlines and there'll be prime time debates on you. So your mission successful, mission possible.
Thank you so much, Shreya, for having me on the show. I have two parts to my argument. Number one, Bhavya, I must compliment you. You're one of the best spokespersons in the country, so compliments. And you do speak with a lot of soul. Look, Shreya, the point is, I totally agree with Shazia. Shazia is my friend. And I'm so glad Deepak Reddy is here. How can you call a Prime Minister terrorist? You can't call him. I totally agree with her. I mean, imagine calling an elected Prime Minister terrorist, as Chandrababu Naidu did in April 2019. And his exact words were, "This Narendra Modi is a hardcore terrorist. He is not a good Samaritan. He acts like a dictator." Today, Chandrababu Naidu ji and Modi ji are best. I oppose it. I think this hypocrisy ki bhi koi seema hoti hai. Wah, Modi ji, wah. Now, Shazia, tell Deepak Reddy ji here on the screen next to you. He's also filled with gravitas. Wrong. Chandrababu Naidu should apologize. Look, I think Shreya, the second part of my argument, I agree. Both sides and all sides in our political discourse, the language has gone down. That, no doubt, all sides. The fact of the matter is, where I do agree with you, is the BJP gains, the Congress loses. I think the Congress leaders must understand that attacking the Prime Minister doesn't work. It's not that the Prime Minister hasn't done it. He has, but the Prime Minister also has now learned that certain things don't work, and he hasn't gone after Mamta ji, doesn't name her. So I think it doesn't work for the Congress. I think politically, as a voter of the Congress, I think the Congress should stop doing it. There are a lot of issues to pick holes in the Prime Minister's governance. I think we should do it. But Shazia, I totally agree with you. Deepak Reddy on the next screen, tell Chandrababu Naidu ji tomorrow to
Chalo, Deepak Reddy, since you have been mentioned twice in the last 20 seconds, I think you should respond.
Thank you for playing the Shakuni role. The leaders in Andhra Pradesh, the NDA, has announced that we're going to be in power for the next 15 years. No matter who does what kind of a tricks, it's not going to work. So let me tell you one thing very clear. The Telugu Desam Party strongly condemns such kind of comments, and we feel it's bad taste. When there is political bankruptcy, and when there is a lack of issues, and when they're defeated in the eyes of the people, you restore to abuses because you don't have any content. I mean, that's pretty much clear. But what's interesting here is the Congress and the India ecosystem has sympathy towards the actual terrorists, but a true patriot is called a terrorist. So this is quite surprising. And now when we look at the election, there is development on one side and desperation on one side. You can see the level of desperation on the India ecosystem, that they are losing the few states also. And that's what is getting this out. And I feel, deep down they're traumatized because they cannot convince the people. They cannot win the confidence of the people of India. And now they feel that they have no other way. And Mr. Kharge can see his political
Mr. Deepak Reddy,
career also
good
coming to an end
arguments,
without any future.
Good arguments, good attempt at a save. But if the BJP today and its allies today are asking the Congress party, Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, even Mr. Stalin to apologize to the Prime Minister for the comments, question is, will Mr. Naidu do the same?
I just said that, quoting something out of context is really not correct.
Oh, wow.
And,
Mr. Kharge is also saying the same thing.
That's exactly what I mean.
Mr. Kharge is also saying the same thing.
Playing a Shakuni Mama's role is not going to work. Is not going to work.
Bhavya wants to come.
Alliance is on a rock solid foundation.
Bhavya wants to come
and
in.
we look at development and we look at the future.
Kharge sir clarified it very clearly that he did not mean it. But most importantly, you spoke about him being called Ravan by Kharge sir, right? Do you know what Narendra Modi, what kind of names he has called the female MPs of this country, the women MPs?
Please enlighten me.
He's called Sonia Gandhi ma'am as Congress ki Vidwa. And as 50 crore girlfriend,
50 crore girlfriend.
The wife of Shashi Tharoor sir. Yes. And these stalkers on the roadside, the way they catcall women, the same way once on stage in West Bengal, he addressed Mamata Banerjee ma'am as Didi, oh Didi, in a very derogatory tone. This can't be worse than that. Although sir has already clarified, Kharge sir, that's a very cheap kind of thing for a prime minister to do. And the second point, Shazia, you were talking about the gravitas in my voice, right? You know how you embarrassed India at the global stage? While one of the journalists said, Epstein, that he was a sexual offender for sure, a child rapist for sure, but he had a professional side to him as a power broker, and you were laughing behind. That's being embarrassing. Right now, I told you my gravitas, I've been very clear.
Can I come
when
in?
I said, sir clarified it 3 times, 4 times, right in front of me in press conference, and then he gave clarification to 4 channels.
Can I come in now?
I'm not talking about that.
Can I come in
Shazia,
Now tell me, no.
No,
Right now, Tehseen asked one question. Tehseen asked one question, all right? Tehseen asked one question. Aren't you going to attack Chandrababu Naidu about it? Just because he is with you?
Shazia,
Second question. Will, if calling him Ravan is a big deal, then he calling one of the female MPs at Surpanaka is not inside.
Acha, ho gaya. Bhavya, ho gaya. The list is long. If you keep going on, and if I take out the list of all political parties, the show will be over. Shazia, you want to respond?
So the list is very long, and the kind of things Modi ji has been subjected to, everybody knows. Nobody has been vilified more than he has been, and the world knows that. As for the various things, Bhavya, it is only Tehseen who gave you the mark about you being a good spokesperson. I will reserve my judgment, and as will the rest of the viewers.
Let's not get personal. Let's not get personal. Here, Shazia, complete your
because Tehseen said that, so he feels that way. I'm not sure. And as for the Epstein thing, I was laughing at a mispronunciation being made by somebody close to your party, and I called Epstein a monster, by the way. And I like the way somebody who was defending you, a Congress spokesperson, was trying to confuse and conflate issues, and was not just mispronouncing, but connecting everything to Epstein and the prices, oil prices.
Shazia,
which is why I was laughing, because it was laughable. So you can conflate anything and make it all about
Shazia,
that. So
but the point that Bhavya is trying to make is that people who live in glass houses really cannot afford to throw stones at others.
Coming back to this, terrorists, I mean, Pahalgaon, this as an anniversary about Pahalgaon massacres that happened. And you want to use the word terrorists, and you want to go down that path, you can go down that path. How much does it help you? Eventually, Mr. Kharge had to come back and give a clarification, right?
Yes, the simple point is that you can call the Prime Minister a terrorist, a Zahirila Saap, Raman, etc., and by the way, most of this name calling has happened during election campaigning. What ends up happening?
You abused his mother. They abused his mother.
You haven't abused Rahul Gandhi's mother? Do you even know what all names you people have called Sonia Gandhi, ma'am? As a woman, do you even agree with all those names?
Dead mother.
Do you even what has they abused? His mother has. Tell me. I will tell you the names you have given Sonia Gandhi, ma'am.
I can give a long list, ma'am. Even Kharge had to clarify. Even Kharge had to come back and clarify, and you have nothing to say.
I think I've just proven my point. I think I've just proven my point. Both sides equally guilty, but anyhow, and no one can, accuse me of monkey balancing simply because you need to just Google, do chat GPT, and you'll get a list of abuses on both sides. Tehseen, you want to come in here? My point is, this is a self-goal by the Congress party. Every time the Prime